quadruple your chances of success in any and everything you do by using one simple, overlooked, underrated, and almost forgotten tip. Hey guys, how are you? It's Paul from Handsome Virgin. Now I'm going to read from my page. It's so obvious. It's so obvious to everyone, but there's not nearly enough emphasis on its great power. What is this tip that I'm talking about? It is trying. To try. By trying, you can change the world. Dare to be wrong. Dare to fail. Dare to be embarrassed. Once you've done that, you've already made yourself better off than those who have not. Obviously, weighing the risks and rewards. You are smart enough to determine for yourself what's dangerous and what's not. Climbing the Himalayas without any experience can kill you, but risking being rejected by a person you'd like to meet, or a company, or a mentor. The risk, if he says no, is that you get embarrassed. The reward, if he says yes, is far, far greater, and it can change your life. Now, let's get into this video. I want to tell you short, true stories to put this principle of power into perspective for you, to show you how to use it and what it can do for you. Tim Ferriss used an example on trying in his book, The 4-Hour Workweek. He spoke of students that he challenged to get something from famous and hard to reach people like celebrities and political leaders. Now, he told them the reward was the person with the most interesting story would get a trip around the world. After the people heard this, they said, it's too hard, do this, do that, do that. And at the end of the story, no one even tried. They all gave him excuses. They all overestimated each other. They overestimated their competition. They believed the other students would be way smarter, way faster, way better than they were. So what happened? They did not even try. No one, not one, won. But if one had even tried and gotten one thing, or just tried, he would have won. But because he didn't try, you would have won the trip around the world. The second story, my story actually, we were at a place in Neisner. We were helping with the relief because there was a fire disaster there. So I could have had more video footage for you guys to see of the relief, to see of the people in the board meeting. It all looked so interesting and cool and awesome. But because of me not even trying to ask them, hey, could I record this? Would it be alright? Instead of doing that, I didn't try. If I had tried, I would have had more content for you guys. How do I know this? Because later on, thankfully, I tried. And I asked, could I record you guys here with the map? They said, sure, just as long as you don't record the victims. So I would have had that boardroom. Okay, here's a big example, a huge example, a life changer for me personally. Speaking to my dad, wow! I thought to myself, he might not want to talk about these things, and giving me advice, so much professional advice and legal advice and what to do and so forth. And I could have just left it. I could have said, I probably won't, then just leave it. But what did I do? I tried. And how did I try? I asked him, hey dad, what do you think of this and this and this? What would you do in this situation? And he told me. He gave me advice. We spoke about things that I thought that nothing would come of it. And the risk was he doesn't speak about it. That's it. Minuscule risk. It's basically not even a risk. The risk is it doesn't happen. That's all. And you know what I gained from that? Now I will be ahead of where I would have been, life-wise, financial-wise, property-wise. Perhaps I would have had to wait till I was 30 to get started in this stuff. But now, before I'm 22, chances are I will be deep in this ish, my friends. Thank goodness. And I want to benefit you and help you with every single thing that I can. I want to use this blessing that God has blessed me with, of having loving, caring, and smart parents, to bless you. I want to use this luck in my life to bless those who don't have luck in this area of their lives. and help you achieve your dreams. So keep watching this channel. Watch this channel grow. Subscribe now and come back in a year's time and see where this channel is. See how it grows. The growth that goes day by day is small. Life is a game of inches, said Brandon Carter. It's small. Now that leads us into our final story. Brandon Carter, I actually mentioned him just now. He listened to what people told him. They told him, be realistic. You will not qualify for so-and-so in this sports team. He took their advice and he didn't do it. Many years later, he's training one of these athletes. And the athlete is unable to even complete the exercise that Brandon Carter himself is prepared to go on with. The athlete is throwing up his guts, as Brandon said. Brandon could still go on. Now, of course, there are other things that are required, but Brandon didn't even try. Who's to say that he couldn't have developed those things over the years? The guy who he was training was larger than him, according to Brandon, younger than him, and fitter. Supposed to be fitter, but Brandon didn't even try. He could have been living out his dreams, but who knows? If there's one thing you can leave off with this video, it's if the risk involves being rejected, if the risk will not ruin your life, if the risk will not kill you or someone else, take it if the reward is worth it. If there is a girl that you have a crush on and you want to speak to her, speak to her. If you mess up, how many other human beings are there on the planet for you to marry? Many. And you will gain experience from failure. And from daring to fail, you grow as a person. You get braver. You get stronger. You get experiences and stories you can tell. You get lessons. There are lessons to be learned in failure. And if you get success, then yippee, yippee, yippee. You've gotten the end. You've went through the means and you've arrived at the end of your destination for that goal. So try. Whether you lose or whether you win. With trying, if the risk obviously is not going to eliminate you, you win. So try, and through trying, you will succeed. Now I hope you guys found this useful. Like I said earlier in the video, please subscribe. That's all you need to do. You don't even need to like. You don't even need to comment. Subscribe. If you do comment, however, chances are I will reply to your comment. Hope you enjoyed this. See you in the next one.